Hi guys, welcome to another episode of A Tincture of Sense. Well, today's episode is part 2 in the Yoruba Demon series. Yes, we're talking about Yoruba Demons again. So, if you haven't seen part 1, it's called Anatomy of a Yoruba Demon. There's a link to it below. For others that have watched it, do remember the definition of a Yoruba Demon. There should be 3 things for you to remember. If you only remember 1 or 2, I think you should go back and watch as well. For others that have watched it and they remember it, well, let's go! Yoruba men are said to be consummate heartbreakers, that they break women's hearts so easily and wantonly in a way that only actual demons can. As I said in the Anatomy of a Yoruba Demon episode, only a scientific study can conclusively answer if Yoruba men actually break hearts at rates higher than men from other tribes. In this episode though, we're going to focus on the types of Yoruba demons you can encounter. Note that I'm not saying Yoruba men you can encounter. The definition of a Yoruba demon apparently includes men that aren't ethnically Yoruba. It seems being a Yoruba demon has become a lifestyle. I'll be discussing just 5 types of Yoruba demons in this episode. If you've had specific experience with a different type, kindly let me know in the comment section or send an email to atinctureofsense@gmail.com. The first type, the guy that has all the time in the world for you, but you've never been to his house. You might think you've been to his house, but is it really his house? Yeah, think about it. The second type, the guy women fawn and fuss over and he insists women love him because he's nice and he doesn't love them back. Oh, really? Sister, auntie, daughter, friend. You're on your own, no? The third type, the sulking and brooding handsome guy that keeps to himself at parties and other events. He's not very chatty. He just takes in the scenery and engages in conversation only when he gets drawn in. Yes, that's one. Approach and engage at your peril. The fourth type, the guy that appears to know a lot, know everyone, and has an opinion on everything. He tends to make his opinions known quite loudly, but actually doesn't know much and only knows of people rather than knowing them personally. He isn't very truthful either, so if you agree to date someone like him, well, you know what's going to happen to truth in your relationship, right? Yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. The fifth type, the smooth guy that has an explanation for everything.
Wasn't me.
He was seen kissing a girl at a club. He says, he wasn't, oh. The girl fainted and I was just giving her mouth-to-mouth CPR. Okay? He was seen cuddling a girl at a restaurant. You ask him and he says, that girl was my cousin now. We were very close and we haven't seen each other in a while. How dare anyone think something untoward was taking place? Why are people's minds so dirty? He's full of righteous indignation. Anyway, when you meet him, you will know him. There are many other types because the Yoruba demon keeps evolving. One approach gets discovered, they just dump it and come up with new ones. Well, anyway. Now, I don't know why boys evolved into men with the traits that were described above. That said, Yoruba men aren't the only one with these traits. These traits also apply to men from other Nigerian tribes and men from across the globe as well. Now, for the phrase Yoruba demon to be meaningful, it has to apply to men that aren't ethnically Yoruba, as you know, addressed by number 1 and number 2 of definition of a Yoruba demon. You really should see Anatomy of a Yoruba Demon if you haven't. On a different note, when a study is conducted on Nigerian heartbreakers and the results are released, I'll share it. But before then, when engaging in activities relating to love, dating and relationships, kindly apply a tincture of sense. A tincture of sense just like this one. Okay? On that note, thanks for watching. Look out for our next video next week.